This couple, aged 36 and 38, on a combined household income of $200,000, saving just under $4,000 a month. They came to us just before they were planning to have their first child, and they wanted to put some moves in place that would make sure that their money was actually growing for them when they went through a period where they knew their expenses would be higher and income would be lower. They put some moves in place that created an uplift of just over $50K in the first year, including some nice tax savings to boot. When these guys came to us, they were frustrated with all of the information out there. They had a lot of good people that were well-intentioned in their corner, giving them ideas and suggestions, but they were overwhelmed with all of the choices. And what we realized through talking it through with these people was that it was so hard for them to make a choice because they weren't trying to choose between doing something bad and doing something good. They were trying to choose between 4 different good things. But in getting into it and figuring out what it actually meant for them and their family and the lifestyle that they wanted to live in the short, medium, and longer term, it made all the difference in helping them figure out what ultimately was going to be the best decisions for them. After going through the planning process, there were a few things that these guys chose to do. Firstly, they realized that they needed to uplift their savings number for them to be able to hit the goals that they wanted. So they cranked up their savings by $2,000 a month, pretty significant benefit right off the bat. Then they set up a trust for their investing because they knew that they were going to go through this period where mum's income was going to be lower, going through mat leave and those sorts of things. So they figured that investing money through a trust, the big rule of trust is that you have to distribute the income each year. That can be really beneficial if you've got someone that's got a lower taxable income and therefore a lower tax rate. They could have these investments growing and get the income going to mum, supplement her income, but also mean that they're not paying too much tax on that money as well. They also batted up to buy an investment property, and it was a bit of a stretch, and that's why they realized they needed to increase their savings rate. But they did that so that they knew that they had a locked-in quality investment in their investment portfolio that could then grow as they were going through this period of lower income and higher expenses with kids. The upside for these guys, just over $50,000 in the first 12 months, including a tax saving of $18,000.